Hey you guys, so welcome to part 2 of spiritual gifts from gaslighting. So I'm so sorry my first video got cut off. I'll be getting a new phone soon. That will help me have more storage. So I was saying how when we're in the 4D mind, we are faced with all of our thoughts, the subconscious, right? They all come out to play. And we can see everything. And this is the strength. This is it. This is the spotlight. This is the beginning of awakening, when we can see all the thoughts and observe them. And for a while, I was so neutral. I learned to observe, but I didn't take it to the point of rewiring my brain. I would not react to the thoughts. I would just let them occur. And now I do more steering, right? So to deliberately create the life I want. So this is the beginning of learning how to revise your thoughts. And revising our thoughts, revising our feelings, creates a reality around us. So when I say revise your thoughts, it's, let's say you have a memory. This could be like a flashback of gaslighting, or someone's telling you something and you're doubting yourself, right? Well, let's say the first step is to obviously not take these thoughts as truth. But the next step is, if you're beyond that, like, well, I'm not taking them as truth. I'm just observing. I'm just letting it happen. I'm not reacting to it. The next level, the third level then, would be to, well, what truth do you want? What do you want in your reality? Let's revise the thought to that. So if you say, well, okay, I want to not doubt myself at all. I want to be confident and I want to trust myself. Okay, great. Then just say, I trust myself. I'm confident. And this is where we have to change the perception of the person who gaslighted. We have to change the perception of the person we gaslighted, because if we don't change the perception of them, it means we haven't really rooted our self-concept. And this is where our roots come in, remember, through the root chakra. We have to create the identity that we want, that matches the outer world we want to create. So not only is it, let's say, to reassert in the thoughts, once you notice the doubt, or you notice confusion, or you notice mistrust of yourself, I can trust myself. I love myself. I'm confident. I am worthy. I deserve to trust myself. And I'm so grateful. I appreciate that person in my life as my spiritual teacher, because he brought me to this point of me trusting myself and trusting the invisible over the physical. That's really the essential key for anything we experience in the physical, is it brings us to the inner world and to trusting in the invisible over the visible. And so, unfortunately, many of us come to this state of trusting the invisible over the visible through negative events, right? After abuse, after some really traumatic stuff. So then it's just learning to, well, I'll say, as you continue doing this, you will take note of the positive transformations in your life, of the way you feel inside, of the way you carry yourself. And especially when you view the people around you as spiritual teachers, and even the people who may have been guilty of doing things, well, now you're freeing them of any guilt. You're freeing them of the story that they did this to me. And in that way, you're freeing yourself from being the victim. You're freeing yourself of being chained to that person. Because when you do that, you're chaining your energy to them. When we find fault in others, when we blame, when we're the victim, we're chaining our energy to theirs. And that's why we want to completely release and change how we view anyone in our life. Also, they're us, right? So if they're a projection of us, why would we send nothing but love to them and compassion? So this is again what Buddhism teaches, that everyone is a spiritual teacher, is a guide. So yeah, I think that really covers it. But if you are around someone where you're experiencing gaslighting, it could be at work too, right? Continue sending love and compassion. Continue observing the thoughts, not attaching that to them, not allowing them to define anything, and then go the extra step further to reassert your truth, revise them, revise the way you perceive the person who's gaslighting, revise the way you see how it affected you. Remember, what reality do you want to create outside? If you want a reality where this isn't happening and you're over it, you're done suffering, then allow yourself to not suffer right now, because everything is frequency. And so you have to create a frequency internally. You have to create an environment where suffering does not exist. And that's when we realize it's a choice. So, allow yourself, by just saying, I allow myself to be free of suffering. I allow myself to be free of gaslighting. And then assert the truth, assert confidence, strength of mind, right? Clarity. Say it in your mind. Say it out loud if you want. But do this daily. Do this, check in with yourself. And that's how we're using that event of gaslighting to build our spiritual body, to build our spiritual mind, to build our aura, like the field around us, the field that vibrates, where we're magnetizing things to us. Now we're purifying that field. We're making it love-based. We're making it resonate at a higher frequency, so that we're going to draw on things, experiences, people who match what we're vibrating at. So that's the spiritual gift of gaslighting. Let me know if this helped you at all. Let me know, is there anything that you would like me to make a video about the spiritual gift of something you went through? I think I'm going to start making videos on this, just how I've seen it affect my own life. So whether it's gaslighting or just like psychological trauma in general, I'll do more walkthroughs of exact things I've experienced and how it's helped me spiritually grow, so that hopefully it will help you find nuggets in your own life and help you think more in that way as a spiritual being and not as a victim. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm so proud of you, and the world is yours. The world is yours. You are love, you are whole, you are awareness. So just remember that.